Welcome to Flow Real. That's the song. All right. So, just a little intro to what we're going to be talking about this week. We are going to be talking about workout cycling.
Woo.
So, meaning phasing different types of workouts in and out of your routine. Do you want to give them a little recap of what we talked about last week? The fun and exciting
Oh yeah,
stuff we got to,
we
or
talked
last 2 weeks ago.
dive in and get some real stuff about depression, which was nice. So we learned about what we've been through personally and how we overcome it, and also just kind of give you guys tips about what to do to overcome it if you're going through it, and to know that you're not alone. And so yeah, it was awesome. We got to hear from Maritza, and she's one of the instructors from Flow Fitness, and so she talked about postpartum depression, and mine was more like interrelational depression, and then Kara talked about
Like situational depression.
Yep. So you kind of got a good roundabout of what that was and how we dealt with it and what we could have done better. And yeah, so we're going to go listen to that and get a little more serious over there.
Hear our dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a deeper topic. So a little bit heavier than what we typically do. So today should be a lighter, more fun topic, but it's going to be really informative, so it's good. You guys need this stuff.
Yeah, girls need this stuff.
Yeah. I need to remind myself too. In fact, I started making my workout routine for this upcoming week today, implementing some of these techniques. So I'll share more about what I was doing with that. Yeah, got to get ahead of it.
You do. I love it.
Yeah, so you want to start us off with some funny tweets?
Yes, so these are just about like moms doing some funny stuff, and their daughters or whatever, are posting it on Twitter, and they're actually really funny. So this first one, totally something my mom would do. If you're listening, Mom, putting you on blast. It says, "Mom just put a picture up on Instagram with a caption, 'I'm the luckiest mom,' but she cropped me out, and it was just a picture of her."
Like, why? Like, why?
Why? I don't know. I think that's hilarious though. You probably like see her arm around like her shoulder, and so you can see that she was in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's really funny. I guess it's more of like, I'm the luckiest mom, and like, you know, it's all about her mom.
That reminds me of have you seen the movie The Heat?
Yes.
With Sandra Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's pretty inappropriate in a lot of places, but pretty hilarious too. And so when who is it? Melissa McCarthy. So her and Sandra Bullock see this lady driving by in a minivan, and she just sticks her hand out the window and just flicks her off. Just shoots her the middle finger all the way, like, as she's driving by. And Sandra Bullock's character, she was like, "Oh my gosh, who was that?" And Melissa McCarthy was like, "It's just my mom." Like,
no big deal.
No big deal.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, you can do that one.
All right, so next tweet here. I gotta make it bigger because I'm old.
I won't make it bigger.
My mom sent me a text saying, "I love you," with the poop emoji at the end of it. I asked why she sent the emoji, and she said, "I thought it was a Hershey's kiss." Hashtag mom quotes. That makes me think of all the funny parent texts back and forth, because there was one similar to that. It's pretty freaking funny.
I know my mom always asks, "Can you come over and teach me how to use my phone?" Or can you come over and teach me all this stuff? And I'm like, yeah. So I always have to like teach her the emojis. And it's always so funny when she gets like elaborate, like sends me emojis. I'm like, whoa, Mom, you're stepping your game up.
Getting fancy. Maybe next she'll do GIFs. 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 Whatever they're called.
She'd send you some GIFs.
We're talking about peanut butter.
Huh?
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter?
Jif.
Jif peanut. I didn't even get it.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Jif peanut butter. Yeah, not that.
I like peanut butter.
This next I like peanut butter. Thanks, Jessie. This next one says, every time I eat. Okay, this one is totally my mom. So, okay, backstory. Back then when you would get like anything from anyone, an email with a link, or even on Facebook with the link, you're like, it's spam, it's spam. And my mom would always come in my room, hey, I just got an email and there's a link to it. Do not click it. It will ruin the computer. I'm like, all right, Mom. So this tweet says, every time I email my mom something with a link in it, she immediately calls and asks, will this destroy my computer?
Yes, it will.
Yes,
That's why I sent it.
So that was
my
a good one.
Nice.
You can do the last one. The last one's funny.
All right. Last one here. My mom was being really quiet. I asked her what she was thinking. She replied, oh, just wishing you were married. Wow. Ouch.
That's
Mom
mean.
burn.
Mom burn. Would you ever think that about Kaylin, your little daughter?
Well, not. I mean, at
Well,
this
not
point,
yet.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends how old she was. Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they both want to get married, so if it's something they want, then yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know if I would be able to do that.
Yeah.
My mom doesn't want us married. She wants us in the house forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom wants us in the house, in the house forever, but like with our spouses, with our kids. She wants everybody there.
The whole
Yeah.
clan.
Yeah. We lived with them for almost a year while we were building here because it wasn't supposed to take as long. And she cried when we left. Like, she did not want us to go. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
I'm leaving.
it was chaos.
This is not happening ever
Yeah.
again.
She loved it.
Poor mom.
It was good. I liked it too.
Okay.
So, what you been doing the last couple weeks since the last time we did this shindig here?
Oh, wow. A lot has happened now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, last night I went to go to Publix,
Mm-hmm.
and like that scale is like the ultimate like do or die, because you can have a scale at home and not think it's gonna work. You're like,
Right.
oh, it's broken, whatever.
Right.
It adds an extra 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So I went to Publix.
You know the public scale's legit.
It is. It's supposed to be doing grain, and it's doing my pounds. So I hop on, and we've been doing this diet, the 131 diet that we've been talking about with you guys.
The anti-diet diet.
The anti-diet diet, yep. And that is on our other podcast. If you guys want to look at that, it's our first one. So go check that one out. But how long have you been on it now?
I think this is our 5th week.
I think so. I think it is our 5th week.
I think we're going into our 6th week
Yes.
on Monday.
So I haven't hopped on the scale since the first week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just been so busy, just
Yeah.
focusing on eating right. And I was sick, as everyone else is right now.
Yeah.
So I kind of fell off a little bit. So I was like expecting to, be back from ground 1 and
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. So I was like very upset. And I was like, whatever, I'm just starting again tomorrow once I felt better.
Mm-hmm.
And so yesterday I hopped on the scale and I lost 13 pounds.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And I feel so much better. Like, I'm not bloated anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have a lot more energy. It's been great.
Yeah.
So I was
Even though
shocked.
you have to like plug your nose and
I
eat
do.
kale and
Kara made this like kale and lemon.
Jessie made it.
Jessie made this kale and lemon salad, and it has like nuts in it too. And I don't think I've ever actually ate kale before.
Yeah.
And then from working in a restaurant, I don't really like eating lemons. Just knowing what happens. So putting those two together, like, and I don't like sour things, and kale's kind of sour.
Yeah, it's that bitterness.
Is that bitter?
kinda
Yeah,
gets you.
I don't even drink lemonade because lemonade's like bitter to me.
Hmm.
Even with a lot of sugar, like I still can't do it. So when I was eating it, my eye was like twitching and my eyes were watering, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna feel good after this because my taste buds hate it. So I'm trying to get it down
Yeah.
for lunch, but it was good.
Yeah.
And I know it makes me feel good. So it's like an acquired taste. After you eat it a couple times, you're good.
Yeah, it's kind of like coffee.
Yeah, you just gotta make yourself do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Other than that, what else happened? Nathan started his new job, so he's out in Manatee.
Nice.
His first day is today. So last week he did
Exciting.
all his orientation.
Very
So
cool.
he's super excited about that. And then on the way home one day, he got in a car accident and totaled his car, his Mustang, poor thing.
Stinks.
Yeah. So now we're on a hunt for a car, so that should be fun.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody out there has a good deal on a car, let them know.
My name is Leah Jenkins. My number, I'm kidding. You can find me. But seriously, we do need a car.
But seriously, if you know of anything.
But for real. For real. Yeah, so that'd be fun. And I feel bad because we can't. What we're supposed to happen is I have my car from high school still.
Mm-hmm.
So we were gonna sell my car, get him a truck, and I'll take the Mustang. And once we start popping out babies, trade in the Mustang for an SUV. So I was like, that's such a good plan. But now I have my ugly car, and then we're going to buy another ugly car probably because we're in the middle of paying for a wedding, so we don't have a bunch of money just to put down on a car right now. So we're looking for something that not too nice. Yeah, just whatever we can afford. So
there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good options out there. If you're,
there are.
There
are. I've noticed that.
Find something.
Yeah,
it'd be good.
Yeah. So I've lost 13 pounds. Got in a car accident, started a new job, and we're doing this podcast. So it's been great.
Sweet. I know that I've lost a few. Our scale at home is terrible, and I try not to pay too much attention to scale, but I did measure myself today. Oh. Lost a couple inches on my waist and a 1/4 inch here and there, on my arms, and unfortunately in the boobie area as well.
Oh no. You know what we talk about, ladies. That's the worst. That's the first place it goes, though.
Yeah,
every time.
It's weird for me. I didn't expect that, but anyways, I'm not gonna go there.
You made me snort over here. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, it's been good. I really like the first stage. The second stage that we're in now has taken me some adjustment, but I'm back on track. I didn't get off track, but I've felt like I've been kind of floundering, transitioning from the first phase into the second. So I'm excited now to really get my game face on and do it right.
Hey, that's your go-to song too.
I know.
Look it up, guys. Game Face by...
Is it KB?
KB, yeah. Game Face by KB.
I think so. Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good reference.
It's a good one to get pumped up when you're wanting to kill it.
So Kara puts her hair down, and her kids are in the backseat of her minivan, and the windows are rolled down. And she blares that.
Yep. So. Embarrasses my 13-year-old. My 11-year-old daughter likes it. So
she does have a minivan, but I have to picture a minivan.
I did. We used to have a minivan, and I didn't in my minivan. But now I'm cooler in my white SUV. So works out.
So whenever you guys listen to that song, think about Kara with her hair down, kids in the back seat going no, and she's just dancing put my game face on.
Actually, I haven't had a ton going on. But I am super pumped about the new pump class that we're going to be bringing on, the flow pump. It's going to enable us to get some equipment to add on an extra class. So I have been super excited about that. And we're trying to plan a family cruise. So I'm really praying and hoping that we get a really awesome last minute deal because Jessie has some time off in April. So yeah, just been doing taxes and...
April what?
Well, I know, not April 21st. Yes. I told you.
That's my wedding.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, good.
He's off April 6th through something. Okay. And so we're going to try to push it towards April 6th time. Yeah, I know. We've already had this conversation.
I forgot.
I know. It's on my calendar. All right, so we wanted to start talking about, first of all, why we even exercise. For me, why I started exercising wasn't even because I was looking necessarily to lose weight. It was more because I needed to get the heck out of the house. I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and I was going crazy, I felt like. And so I had a neighbor who was like, let's go check out this ladies' gym down the road. Super, super cool gym that used to be here. All women, so it was really, really cool atmosphere like we have at Flow Fitness, although, not as cool as Flow Fitness, but it was cool. I'm a little bit biased. So I started going there, and it was more about getting out of the house and connecting with other ladies than it was about getting
fit,
getting a good workout in. But then I got a good workout in, and I learned to love working out and the feeling that you get with working out and getting into shape and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what.
How long ago was that?
Gosh, that was I don't know, probably over 10 years ago now.
Wow.
And that's what got me into the fitness industry. And since then, I've been in and out of it since over 10 years now. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what got me started, and I've stayed with some sort of fitness regimen ever since there, and it's ebbed and flowed, and I've tried different things, stay-at-home workouts, and all sorts of stuff. But
Did you do anything in high school back in the day?
I was a cheerleader in high school, so we did,
one
you
of
know.
those.
I was not the stereotype.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. And I'm pretty sure you won homecoming queen, right?
I did.
Okay, so I won prom queen.
Oh, wow.
And so
look at us. We're
I
so
know.
popular.
I know. So I won prom queen truly because I was nice to everybody. The jocks, the cheerleaders, the, you know, all realms of people, the punks,
Mm-hmm.
all of them. I was friends with all of them. That's why I won, because genuinely, like, I was friends with everybody. I wasn't a snooty patootie.
Yeah.
So
I only won because I was on the volleyball team. I wore spandex.
oh.
Probably. I mean, I only went part-time. I didn't even go there full-time.
That's what cracks me up about you winning, is that you
Yeah.
were homeschooled
Mm-hmm.
and then you just went there part-time and still won. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only went there for 3 classes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I didn't even
That's
have
awesome.
lunch. I don't even get to communicate with
I didn't
people.
get socialized. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, not so much in high school. Well, we did have a Y membership, and so I would go in there and do, like, we called them the yes/no machines.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm
yes.
talking about?
I do. You
Okay.
don't look at anyone in the eye in those.
Yeah, no.
Uh-uh.
And, you know, the stupid thing is, the Y that I went to, they had them facing, you know, a mirror.
No.
And so I'm like, I
No.
don't know what's worse, just straight up facing outwards or facing a mirror. Everybody's seeing everything anyways. It's broadcast all throughout the place. So
They need to be in a corner.
yeah,
Like,
with no mirrors.
No mirrors.
Yeah.
And facing the wall.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because no one wants to see your hoo-ha
I know.
out in the open like that.
No. So I did that because I worked at the Y, so I had a free membership. I was a lifeguard. So I would go in there and feel like I did that machine,
And you
and
did
that's
a
all I
lot.
needed,
Yeah.
you know? So, but no, I didn't have like a regular fitness routine, just what they had us do for cheerleading. They had us do a little bit of running and, like, what's it called? Conditioning, calisthenics, and stuff like that. But
I used to make fun of the cheerleaders in high school.
yeah.
Because I'd be like, oh my god, I just did a good workout. And I look at them and I'm like, you ran 1 suicide. And I'm over there, like, doing jumps and leaps and push-ups, and my arms are swollen from 3-second push-ups, and I'm like, oh my god, I just did, like, 500 push-ups and 28 jumps, and volleyball, I mean, obviously volleyball's, you know, an intense sport, so we
Yeah.
had to train for an hour of just cardio, and we'd have to run, like, 2 or 3 miles once a week. So when those girls were, like, complaining, and I was like, don't you even complain to me, because it's a lot harder.
Yeah. I do have to say, though, I am in the camp that says cheerleading is sport because, listen, we lifted people, all right?
Yeah.
Like, because for me, cheerleading, I legitimately enjoyed watching football. Like, I knew who was on offense and who was on defense. When I was cheering, I actually cared about watching the sport. It sucked when they had us cheer. They had us cheer for girls volleyball. I was like, no.
Yeah, they did that one time for us, and I'm like, okay, y'all are dumb. You can leave now. Like,
Oh,
you're not
boy.
even doing anything.
No, but they made us cheer for girls volleyball, girls basketball, boys basketball. Like,
That's
we had to
cool.
cheer for all of it.
That's good though.
It wasn't cool. It was lame, and we had to sit down most of the time.
You do.
And then we just got to, like, stand up and do, like, a little shindig in
Quick.
between quarters and stuff, or halves, whatever the game was.
I think high school cheerleading isn't really a sport. Once you get up in the higher, like, and you like Dallas Cowboy cheerleader thing, like, but
No.
it's different because
Dallas
they're
Cowboy
dancing.
cheerleading is not a sport. It's dancing.
That is true.
Some people might say that dancing is sport, so I'm not going to go there. But, like, for us, we competed in high school.
Competitions. Okay, if there's a competition, if there's like a win and lose,
Yeah.
it's a sport. But what you do on Friday nights, I'm like, that ain't no sport. You're
Right.
just having fun.
I can see that a little bit more. But, I mean, you have to lift people. So
That is true.
it's
I've
real.
never tried to get lifted or lifted anyone, so I couldn't tell you how that felt.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. That was my favorite part, was the stunting, dancing wasn't my thing. Cheering I liked because, like I said, I enjoyed, especially football. I enjoyed watching the sport of it, but yeah.
So do you think you kind of design your workouts towards what you did in high school? or is it completely different? You have like a different mindset of workout now.
No, for me, that wasn't even really working out. It was just
Having fun.
It was just what I did.
Yeah.
I mean, in the moment, I'm sure it felt like working out, but it wasn't like I'm going to cheerleading to work out. It was, I had to go to practice to be a part of this. And,
right.
So no, I don't feel like I really had a workout regimen in high school.
That's good.
It wasn't until, we were married. I guess we would have had Riley and Kaylin would have been a baby. So yeah, it would have been like 11 years ago. That's when it was like, okay,
I need to do something.
I got to do something.
I mean, after having kids, absolutely,
Yeah.
Get your body back and bounce it and right back to where it was.
When I was so young, like I didn't have friends that were going through what I was going through.
Mhm.
They were at a different stage in their life. So, but yeah. So that's what got me started. What about you? Do you feel like it just transitioned from high school on throughout?
Yeah, so in middle school, I played basketball and then tried volleyball. I didn't really like it. And then in high school is when I started to love volleyball. So I quit playing basketball for a little bit, played volleyball, and we won districts every year. So we were always in the weight room because our coach was like, all right, you always have to one up the other teams. So they're having practices, but they're not doing weight room. So, you better be doing something that they're not. So we're constantly doing conditioning, constantly lifting weights, constantly doing this stuff. And so on top of practice. So I've always worked out. I've always been super skinny. And then once I quit high school.
Quit high school?
No, I didn't quit. Once I was done with high school, I finished high school. But once I was done with high school and I didn't play volleyball anymore, I started playing a little bit of beach volleyball, try to stay in shape, and then I stopped playing volleyball, and I was just like, just loving life, doing my own thing, and then I looked in the mirror and I was like, okay, it's not looking like it used to, so I gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
And so I started just going to the gym, just a regular gym, and they had like a girl side of like all the cardio stuff, and then like you go through like this little to the other side. It's like a walkway, like a tunnel to like the meathead side.
Yeah.
So like the meatheads are in there, like the macho jackos, like they're and slamming the weights and like they're breathing, and you're like, dude, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
So the only thing that was over there were the free weights. So I'd always have to go on that side to get free weights and to work out. But like the atmosphere was completely different. Like everything was like black and gray, and on the girl side there's like pink, and like there's like the walls are blue and everything's so pretty, and so it was very intimidating. Yeah, I bet. So I only would go over there if I had like one of my guy friends with me, because like, can you help me go over there and grab some weights, because it was scary. Yeah. So I didn't like going there just because of that feeling of I couldn't go there by myself. So then I got a trainer, and she would come to our house. She had like a little trailer she would bring with her weights on there and her step stuff, and like she was intense. So I think that's right when I was like, okay, I'm kind of into fitness. Like this is kind of what I want to do.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're playing footsies with me. It's okay. I know my story is very intriguing. But she would kick our butts, and so we would tell her like what we want to work on and stuff like that, and she would just come to our house outside in the middle of the day and kick us. And so that's when I was like, this is so much fun. This is a good hurt. I feel good. Yeah. And so I got stronger and stronger and stronger, and then I don't know, ever since then I've loved working out. I loved everything about it. I mean, I've always worked out my whole entire life. Maybe a couple months there where I didn't, maybe even a year I could at max. But I've always loved, kicking my butt.
Yeah, it's good.
It is. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I had teaching a class the other day. This was funny story. It ties into this.
Who?
Teaching a class.
Oh, teaching.
I was.
I thought you said TJ. I was like,
TJ who? Is TJ who?
What?
Is that the house? Or the studio? I cannot talk today. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so I was teaching a class, and there's two girls in there. And we're doing band work for the legs. And I'm like, how's it feeling? Do you guys feel it? And one girl's like, oh. And I was like, yeah, it feels good. It hurts. It feels good. And like just having the two different like personalities in there. One was like, I hate this. It hurts so bad. And one girl's like, it hurts, but it's good. I need this. Like, I just had to laugh. I was like, there's always those two people. Those two different people in the class.
It's true. I feel like I go both ways sometimes. Like lately I was telling Jessie, like I'm like craving like lifting weights. But other times I'm like, I just need cardio, or I just need to stretch. And that kind of goes into like what we're talking about, the importance of both. So specifically with the 131 diet that we've been doing, we've learned a lot that I've kind of known anyways. Like a big part of my passion in starting Flow Fitness outside, after the community aspect of it, is the not getting bored with your workout routines, like cycling through different workouts so that your body doesn't plateau, so that you don't get bored. Like I cannot do the same workout every single day. It's got to be different. So when we were looking at different options as far as what we wanted to do and the different fitness boutiques and stuff like that, I'm like, there's nothing out there that is what I want. I want, all styles of workout and to have the freedom to bring on new styles of workout that are trending at the time. And so a lot of it was because of the boredom, but then there is that factor of your body not plateauing. But even more than that, what we're learning more about lately is the importance of workout cycling, just for your health. A lot of people think that just hitting it really hard and doing the high intensity workouts every single day is the best way to burn calories and lose fat and get into the best shape of your life. But what we've learned is that actually, when you push yourself that much too intensely, too often, you can actually damage your body more than you can do good, like getting things like adrenal fatigue and just overtraining, how overtraining can cause that adrenal fatigue, which I'm going to read off some of the symptoms of adrenal fatigue. If anybody's feeling this way, this might be an indicator for you that you might want to cycle through a different kind of workout, and we'll talk a little bit more about that too. But adrenal fatigue, some of the symptoms include fatigue, loss of or increased appetite, difficulty sleeping, difficulty recovering from workouts, low energy, lack of libido, hair loss, insomnia, lack of motivation, irritability, anxiety, and depression. So all of these are signs of overtraining and or adrenal fatigue. So just something to kind of watch out for if you're doing these high intensity workouts all the time and never cycling through some more restorative workouts. It might be your cue to take a step back and say, let me incorporate some different styles of workouts. So it's very important that training is done in moderation, in a way that you're incorporating all of the different styles and not killing yourself, doing 10 miles a day and then doing weights on top of it and all of this sort of stuff. It's not necessarily bad to train high intensity. It's very, very important for your body too. But when you're doing that exclusively, you can cause more harm than good.
You need to make sure that you're resting too. Having the right amount of sleep, even giving yourself a rest day or something. Because I know for me, like, if I only sleep 6 hours at night, then I know I have to take a nap.
Right.
Like, I'm an 8-hour sleeper.
And me too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just have to know, like, Nathan could go off, like, 5 to 6 hours sleep and be fine.
Yeah.
And be good all
That's
day
how
long.
Jesse is.
Yeah, and I can't do that. I'm like, I need my 8 hours.
Yeah.
And so knowing your body, knowing your rest system, knowing that if you only get 6 hours, might take it easy that day because you're tired.
Right.
So that causes fatigue and a whole bunch of other things. And I heard a saying, it was like, the cheapest medical attention is free because it's sleep.
Yeah.
And so people don't really realize, sleeping and resting, what it does to your body, like your brain, your muscles, like what happens when you go to bed at night is your body goes to repair mode.
Right.
It repairs those muscles you just worked. It repairs the brain that you just worked that day. And if you get sick, you go to sleep. It repairs your body.
Right.
And so resting, as well as switching up your exercises are definitely something that you should, keep a good look at.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so at Flow Fitness, we have an opportunity there because we have your Tabatas and your boot camp and your HIIT and your circuit. All of those kind of things are really great high intensity classes. But really the importance of cycling through those and doing, maybe one day a Tabata or HIIT class and the next day a bar or trapeze or plyo, those kind of classes that are going to lengthen your muscles back out, give you some more stretching, take the impact down a little bit on your joints, and, just fluctuating what you do and how many days a week you're doing those, because it is important to get some form of exercise every single day. Now, that could be anything from a high intensity workout for an hour or, you know, walking your dog for 20 minutes. Just incorporating activity and not looking at exercise as, you know, just a within the box kind of thing. There's out of the box ways of thinking about exercise. You know, it could be as small as doing a 20-minute stretch video or something like that.
There's been days I've done that. Just taking 20 minutes to sit down in my living room and just stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel better.
Yeah.
You know, some days it's just all you need to do, depending on what you're eating, what your body's telling you. And
absolutely.
It's all about listening to your body.
Yeah. And that's another, it's, what is it called? Intuitive workouts. Like just paying attention to your body and what your body needs. Like I said, I'm craving like the higher intensity weight training kind of workouts lately, but then knowing, okay, if I'm going to do that and then my muscles are sore the next day, maybe I should do a bar or a plyo. I mean, those classes will still kick your butt, but they're going to kick your butt in a different way.
Yeah.
So just making sure that you're incorporating all elements of that, because, you know, it's all great to be high intensity, but if you get to that point of adrenal fatigue, you're not doing yourself any good.
Yeah. So I agree.
Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff right there. Good some meat stuff.
Yes. Yes. You want to share with us some ideas on how to mix up your workouts?
Yeah, so you can even do this in classes that you take. So if a instructor isn't teaching it, you can just know it and do it yourself.
Right.
Knowing your body, because this isn't for everyone. Like we said, everyone's in a different journey. Everyone has different things going on. So in instance, my Tabata class, it's all body weight. So if you're not getting sore, you can go faster within the 20 seconds. You can squat a little bit lower within those 20 seconds. And the workout is all about what it makes you. Or what it makes you.
What you make.
What you make it.
Well, I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Both ways.
I guess so. Yeah, it could. But that's not what I meant to say.
Yeah.
The workout is what you make it. So my ideas that I jot down was to increase your weights. So if you're not getting sore, you're not liking the workout, you want to increase your weight as you get stronger. You want to increase repetitions. So that's, like I said, going faster, doing one extra, doing a couple, 2 more extra, doing 3 more extra, whatever it is. So sometimes in my classes, I'm like, all right, count how many you can do in 20 seconds. That way you know, okay, normally I do 5 push-ups in 20 seconds. So next time I do it, let me try to get 6.
Yeah.
You know, increasing yourself. Increasing range of motion. You know, like I said, squat a little bit lower, lunge a little bit lower. And then this is more for weightlifting, but lifting negatives. So what that means is using that weight and going down nice and slow. So if you're doing an arm curl, go up nice and quick. And then once you start to go down, bring that arms nice and slow. And, you know, you're doing negatives there. And so you want to implement these in your workout as your body gets stronger to prevent a plateau.
Yeah. Well, and the same is true on the flip side of that. If you're really sore, if you're doing Tabata and then a HIIT or vice versa, if you're doing 2 high intensity classes in a row and you're still sore, then maybe, you know, you might normally do 8s as your medium heavy weight. Maybe do 6s or 4s instead. So you're still working your muscles, but you're decreasing the weight, so it becomes a more restorative workout than a high intensity workout. Or instead of doing jacks, do side steps or side lunges, you know, something that takes it down a notch. And just let the instructor know, like, listen, I'm using this workout today as a restorative workout, so I'm gonna go less. There's no competing with each other. You're only competing with yourself and doing what's right for your body. So if that's what your body needs for that day, then that's what you need to do. You know, just because everybody else is pushing it, that might be what they need for the day. But for you, if you're sore and you're trying to recover, you don't need to be going the heaviest weight possible. You might need to do a couple pound weights just to keep your muscles burning and moving, but to recover.
That's good.
So yeah, it could go both ways.
Absolutely. So if you're still wondering if you need to change your workout routines, the answer is yes. A lot of people, experts, say that they want you to change your workout on a daily basis. So like one day, you know, you'll do like a Tabata, next day you'll do like a bar, next day you do this, and you keep it that each week is the same thing, you know, Monday is Tabata, Monday this, or Tuesday that, Tuesday that. But they say to get more for your money, to do, you know, switch it up every
Mhm.
single time.
Yeah.
So like 1 week you'll do one workout, and then the next week, like we said, you can take the same classes,
Mhm.
but just do something different.
Right.
You know, squat a little bit lower, go lighter weight or a
Mhm.
heavier weight, and then next week switch it up. So you're
Right.
constantly changing yourself, because
Mhm.
we have muscle memory in our muscles. And so if you're doing the same thing all the time, your muscles get used to what you're doing. You're not going to get sore. You're not
Mhm.
growing. You're not, you're not really doing anything.
Right.
So you can go lightweight and just really focus on mind to muscle,
Mhm.
or you can go heavy and struggle and get sore too. Like,
Right.
there are days where I grab 4-pound weights,
Mhm.
but I'm really focused on my muscle, the group that I'm working,
Right.
that the instructor is telling me to work.
You're isolating more.
And you're isolating it, you're thinking about it more, so
Mhm.
I'm getting just as sore as I would
Right.
having 10 pounds in my hands, so implementing different workouts and different routines is amazing, and to avoid repetitiveness.
Right.
So if you're squatting all the time, one day squat like normal, next day squat
Mhm.
lower,
Mhm.
and so it's all about keeping your body on its toes,
Mhm.
doing new things. That way it doesn't plateau, doesn't do the same, and you're constantly getting a good workout,
Right.
whether it's easier to medium or to extremely hard.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like Leah said, if you're wondering, then you probably should, because if you do the same workout every day, your body's going to plateau. You might suffer from adrenal fatigue. So, come work out at Flow Fitness.
Let's do
I
it.
got you. We'll change you up.
We'll make it look good.
Yeah, and our on-demand content is coming soon, so that's going to be a good opportunity for people to be able to shift in different kinds of workouts on a daily basis, because you can do it anytime, anywhere. So it's going to be good.
I like it.
Yeah, so that's all we have for that today. Just a reminder that we appreciate shares and reviews. Those kind of things help us spread the word about what we want to share with you. So be sure to check us out through YouTube, Podbean, Facebook, our website, Twitter, Twitter, and yeah, we'd love to chat back with you. So any thoughts that you have, we love getting feedback. We've gotten some really awesome feedback so far about the podcast. So any feedback that you guys have, we'd love to hear it. Topics you want us to talk about, we would love to talk more with you. So
Surprise.
What?
We used to say that in high school when our coach would have a present. She goes, surprise.
Oh,
Have a surprise.
that's weird. I don't like that.
Sorry.
All right, ladies. So we hope you have an awesome week, and we will chat with you next time.
Have a good.